All right, folks, we are back with another episode of Summerland Enchantment. It's been a while. It is the upcoming wedding of Betrys. Let's go ahead and do some introductions. Let's do the left to right thingy. Go with Rebecca first.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I play Lady Olwyn. And I'm gonna be helping Betrys get married.
Awesome. Okay. And Emily, tell us about your wedding day and no anxieties for your character.
No, yeah, this is gonna go great, I'm sure. Hi, I'm Emily. I play Betrys, the aforementioned one getting married, and I'm forgetting how much I hate having attention on me. Hi.
That's fair. Nicole, you're up.
I'm Nicole. I play Ellie in the Lost. And maybe this will happen.
Stop it.
Maybe it won't crash.
Maybe it will happen.
Do you know how many things
not to jinx
I
it
have
by saying
avoided saying because I knew it would stress Emily out?
Right?
Flips the desk.
And Nicole is just like, I'm gonna say it.
I mean, if I say it will happen, I'm jinxing
you
it.
know,
If I
every
say it
wedding
won't
goes
happen, I'll
perfectly
jinx it.
smoothly.
That's fair.
There's no way to not jinx this.
I've also never had a character get married, so this is wild.
I know, it's exciting.
That's fair.
If it happens, apparently, according
Let's see
to
if it
Nicole.
happens. Okay.
It's going to happen. Positive
Okay.
vibes.
We're going to start with our guests, Nicole and Rebecca. Please roll me 1d100 each.
Ooh.
$72.
36.
Just for funsies, I want Emily. Actually, we'll start with Rebecca. I need a distaff roll.
Don't have me roll, just have Jesus.
Let's see how well these last few days of planning are gonna go. Given you get back and it's not quite starting over, but it certainly isn't like everything that you had started to prepare wasn't put a bit on hold and disruption. Okay,
Success.
well that is not bad. So success is good. Emily, I need you to roll a d10 3 times.
D10 3 times, okay.
Or 3d10.
1, 2, 3. God, those are shitty rolls.
That's what you want. All right, so
Okay.
it's going to be about 9 days to the wedding proper when you guys get back.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too bad, not too bad.
It's not. It's over a week. We got it.
Yeah, if the distaff roll failed, or those rolls were extremely high, it would represent some mild disruption. So with 1 week, we're gonna start with I'm gonna say a hunting roll because it just is what it is. There's a kid screaming outside, and I think he feels your pain. 1 sec.
Yeah, that cat was audible. I heard that.
I guess I'll wait to do the hunting roll until he gets here.
No. Make it.
There is only a 2 out of 20 chance that I fail.
You got this, Elliot.
Oh, you never call it out loud. You never call it out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, mathematically, my chance of fumbling are high just because I'm elegant.
God damn it.
My God. Like, it is statistically insane that this happens as much as it does.
At least it's not
did
a
not
fumble.
The moment I saw failure, I was like, oh God.
Okay. We're just gonna go with Alien because no one can. I don't think anyone's gonna fumble hard. Actually, no. I think we need a hunting roll from the other two too. Let's see if you happen to be along for the ride on this, or if this is gonna be.
Isn't Cadigan with us?
No,
Cadigan
this is something different. So.
Oh no!
I failed.
I
Betrys. Yes. Yes.
Okay, and then let's see here. Owen, just give me 2d100 one more time. Just want to add the reason why you were out on a minor errand here that will have no consequences. So.
No, none.
That was awesome.
Can't imagine a consequence.
90 and 13.
Okay, this should be straightforward. Okay. Quite simply, one of the things that's holding you back is food supplies. So you're waiting for food that hasn't arrived yet.
Caterers.
Yeah. Now you happen to have a vassal lady whose land is notorious for, not notorious, it's the wrong word, reputable for how well things grow on it. And you know that you could pretty much get an amazing deal on that and shorten the time by several days, as far as and alleviate some of Beatrice's concerns with that. So I think
You can also see what happened to the holy cow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could also visit the cow if you wanted. So I'm gonna assume that Elian and Olwen are along to steward this. The question is Beatrice along for the ride or not? She doesn't have to be with that pastoral. You might feel like you have better shit to do. It's totally up to you.
They're going to another manor.
Yeah, not too far, like a half-day ride kind of thing. Yeah.
I think after the last time she left, I don't think she's wild about it.
Yeah,
I think she's like, I'm staying, I'm getting married, I'm doing things here. So I think she's staying there to oversee.
Understood. All right. Elian and Olwen, as you're going through the land, the strange thing about Summerland at these times is there seems to be woods that just seem to pop up out of nowhere. That you ride through the area one day and the next day they've changed for some strange reason. The two of you are riding on that half-day ride together, just a careful ride. Pretty basic. We'll say there's an entourage. We could figure out who's in the entourage later if we have to. But effectively, you kind of start to awareness test. Actually, let's see who recognizes it.
We start to test our awareness. Oh,
Succeeded.
what? I failed it.
Awareness is your hunting.
Yeah, it really is.
Right. Makes sense for Olwen. Pretty sure being a little distracted.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay, so Elian, you kind of observe a color shift in the trees, and you notice the temperature is a bit lower than it was a moment ago. You look down, and you see that there are carvings in the ground beneath you. And as you kind of inspect a little bit closer, you realize you're in the center of a standing stone circle. It's just covered in wood right now. So it was kind of shrouded.
I quickly make sure that myself, Owen, and anyone in our entourage is out of it.
Okay. You're going to exit?
Yes. You're going to give it a wide berth. Or actually, can I roll fairy lore, folklore, or something to see
Yeah,
my knee-jerk
absolutely.
reaction
Please make
out of
a
character is?
fairy lore test.
Fairy lore. Success.
Okay. You have likely found a impromptu crossover site.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure everyone gets off of there.
Okay. The two of you, I'm gonna go with
Mhm.
Elian's awareness test still. You look out and you see someone kind of walking down the path towards you. It's just a single person. They seem to be humming to themselves. They have like a white colored hair. Their skin seems to be a bit gray and fleshy colored.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a mixture. And you notice those pointy ears that you're so familiar with, Elian. They look to be maybe a teen, potentially a boy. And they stop and they freeze. More importantly, Elian, I need you to make a heraldry roll plus 10. Okay. For that sake, we'll say that you just don't notice. They kind of step forward a little bit, like they're kind of caught, and so it's a choice of turning and running or being courteous. Let's verify what killers of knights do you have along for this ride, or is it just Olwen and Elian?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Who do we have?
We
How
probably
intimidating.
have Brockvale. And do you want to say that we have Ivray? So that Emily can get
You
in
wouldn't
on
have
this
said
action.
no.
Yeah, it makes sense. And then Emily can participate in
Yeah.
this.
You just almost called me Elliot.
Yeah, I did.
They're somewhat sonically similar.
Yeah. Not quite a homophone, but
No,
so
we're very progressive.
yeah. So I'm gonna test. I'm gonna call it 50-50. So here's the prudent roll. Here's a reckless roll. Both failed. Let's try that again. Okay. You see a look like they're about to bolt, but then they stop. And they shrug. You know, if it was Cadogan or someone bigger and deadlier, they might have turned and run. But Brockvale,
I feel like
let's
being
face it,
underestimated.
it's not super intimidating. Elian doesn't present herself as intimidating. And
Everybody's
Yeah.
a wallflower.
there's a caution to their approach and great courtesy. They kind of move forward and they bow their head and they say, ladies and sirs, I hope that you're not lost.
Owen will
we?
curtsy and say, no, not at the moment. I don't believe so. Wait, Elian, are we lost? You do know where we're going, right?
We're going to Lady Rian.
Right. So, we know where we're going.
Good to hear. You you said Elian, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir Alien.
Okay. Intrigue roll from every Elian and Olwen.
Fantastic at intrigue. Oh,
That's why you'll
That's not
pass.
bad.
Because you aren't.
it's
Yeah, that's how Pendragon works. Okay.
That is also, that's for, sorry.
This is a tick for anyone that doesn't have it ticked.
I do.
There is a clear look of recognition when of this person to Alien. Not only is it recognition, but there's like a sense of uh-oh on his face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Or like uncertainty of knowing what to do with it, I think is what you're able to get. But it seems to be a bigger deal than, I recognize that name.
Mm-hmm.
It's he says, well then I should let you go about your way. Good day.
It's only polite if you also introduce yourself.
Oh, right. You are absolutely right. Funny enough, I didn't actually name this guy. That's good enough.
I am Sir Alien of House Barrowcrest.
Nope, we use Ithel too much. Dirk a little too much, Gwyn too much. Milieu. Yeah, I like that. Milieu.
Melior. My aunt's name.
Oh, is it? Well, many names sound the same, I suppose.
It's true. They do.
Well,
Did you
best
hail
of
from?
luck to you. Starts to kind of almost like do the anime, like slinking by, like staying on the edge of the, as not to cross into the standing stones.
I think as Elian gives a question, she'll kind of just lean over and say, Sir Elian, we don't have time to get waylaid.
Fair enough.
Okay, and I'm gonna
I'll
give
take the long enough to
you,
find your spot again.
Alien. I'm gonna
What?
give you one more awareness test, and should you succeed, okay, you may make your heraldry plus 10 roll one more time. As you see him kind of covering up what looks like almost like an armband with heraldry on it. Or you don't. We'll find out very shortly.
Success.
Yeah. So
I have a 5 in heraldry without the plus 10. Do I take it?
yes. Yeah. If you have a natural 5, then yes. Right. So you see something you haven't seen in a long time. Your late love had fancy heraldry that we don't have here, being as she's from over there. There would be heraldry of the actual family, like we do here with the coat of arms, but many over there adopt a personal heraldry. And hers was a chestnut. And you see that exact coat of arms, and he seems to be covering it. It's on his arm, like wrapped around his arm, like some might wear a banner. And he goes to kind of move past you as quickly as possible at this point.
Wait. You bear the arms of Bloden.
What?
I'm
You bear the
very
arms of Bloodglass.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Elian. It wasn't our fault.
think you need more of an explanation than that.
He looks like dead to rights. Like he.
This is actually probably one of the very few times you see Alien angry.
So what
you be willing- Sorry.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is
No,
get
you go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you're gonna do real quick is no, I'm not gonna give you a folklore test. I just want you to recall from memory, but I think this one would be staying with you very much. You remember her death was no accident. She had offended her people, broken a law, and that law brought about her execution. So with that, he just goes to slink by and he says, I am terribly sorry. It worked out that way. She didn't deserve that. We honor her now for her aid.
If there be more to the story, we have places to be, but you could travel with us if there's a story to be told.
He looks nervous.
For what reason do you travel?
I am simply living life now. I have no home of my own. I wander.
Then you should no problem following us for a moment.
He sighs, hangs his head, and then nods. As you wish.
Don't worry, we're lovely company.
I think for sake of ease, as we move into things proper, you're able to get to the other manor, which I forget the name of now, and you're able to return with the goods that you otherwise would have been waiting for.
Does Elliot know what law she broke?
Nope.
Or was that kept from her?
So
okay.
that's what you kind of are stuck with there, is that you were welcome enough by the lady, but not really by anyone else. Not the king nor any of the elves.
Hence she left.
Indeed. So, and they kind of treated you, once she was in trouble, you had no allies. So, you guys make it to Chewton Manor, is what the name of it was. You retrieve what is needed, and you return without any trouble this time through. All right. So, Elian, we're going to put that on the back burner with the assumption that duties and things are too distracting for the next 9 days. I'm sure that doesn't make sense, and your character would eagerly get at this. So you'll just have to make a best, just, you know.
Yeah, I think she's doing her best to not chew on it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, duty calls. That's what it comes down to. Okay. So, several days pass. People begin to arrive. I think the one thing we have to verify is for Betrys. Well, two things, I guess. What's the deal with the dress? Have we figured that out yet?
I was leaving that to Idane and Olwen.
Okay. Olwen, how do you propose to do this with Idane? What is your strategy for it?
I can help sew with your guidance. I even brought my own needle, which is charged.
Owen's been waiting with his needle for weeks.
My time has come.
You're like,
All right.
You're like Trainer with the toothbrush in Mass Effect 3.
Why don't we start with Olwen doing a distaff roll then?
Oh, me, Adobe.
I think Olwen's there to make it pretty, and Edane's there to make sure Olwen doesn't go overboard.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was planning it was Edane, or Olwen's like officiate. Edane is like maid of honor.
Okay, so Olwen, you are supervised, but I need you to make a reckless roll versus Edane's versus her modest roll.
But just a regular reckless.
Yeah.
I love this. The best dueling of minds.
Oh, failure. You're so lucky.
You are so lucky.
Okay. So it ends up being more to Beatrice's original specification than Owen's creative ideas, but it looks wonderful despite that.
What if we had a little owl and like leaves? So like on one side the leaves were like autumn, and on one it was like, you know, summer, like our trees. And you know, what if I just snuck a little owl in there? You know,
That's why.
just one, just a tiny little owl. She'd never notice. We'd just be on the inseam.
I think there's a point where Edane just starts looking at you versus responding. Like at first she tries very hard to respond, and then towards the end you just get the look. Like
the look is worst for Owen.
Yeah.
The silent looks with nothing.
It's the look of a woman who has toddlers. It's just
Yeah. No, that's a real look.
Okay. And have we decided who's going to oversee this wedding?
Oversee is in like in charge of planning.
Sorry. Like
Yeah.
I want to say officiate, but what is the word I'm looking for?
Officiate.
Officiate. Who's gonna be the
I'm the most spiritual person there, which kind of sucks. Probably Owen? That feels... She's the lady of the manor.
Yeah.
That feels appropriate, right?
Don't have the highest pagan school, but you know.
Who else is We have what? Doggett? I'm not sure if it's pagan, honestly, at this point. Edane's maid of honor, so she can't officiate. Owen's overseeing the entire thing.
Yeah, it's true. One sec.
I don't think we have another person that's high in pagan. I think Owen officiates. I think Betrys also like walks her through how to do it several times. Because Betrys is the most spiritual pagan that they have currently.
I take it none of your acolytes could handle it.
No.
Well,
Also,
I don't think
Betrys
either of them are here right now.
I would have extended invitations regardless to Morgan with the full intention that she's likely not going to show up.
No way.
And I would invite Cadwy just because.
Hell yes.
Listen, Cadwy sent me a giant cat, so
Cadwy's
Have
the
the cat
best.
officiate.
Best king. If you haven't named him yet, you should name him Catwee.
oh my god.
Rebecca with their dad jokes. You're mute.
4 days out, you see a larger group approaching. Definitely a peaceful. What's the word? Gathering. What's the word? What's the envoy?
Entourage?
Envoy. Say
Envoy.
envoy. Yeah. It is Cadwy's banners.
I'm a peasant. This is the coolest thing. I think Beatrice is pleased. I don't think she's as excited as I am as a player. She'd probably send Olwen out, or like go with Olwen, because like she can't receive people.
Oh.
She's a handmaid.
You're gonna send me?
I mean, I think we've established that she kind of goes by her own rules most of the time.
Yeah.
Beatrice will go with, regardless.
I was gonna go anyway.
Okay.
Not because you said.
3.
Yeah.
All right, and so you reach Cadwy. It's a smaller envoy, like for his royal envoy could be quite large if he needed it to, but this is like 10 knights himself. And there are a couple of like his diplomats and stuff present as well. He greets with Olwen as he approaches.
King Cadwy.
Princess Olwen, how are you?
I am delightful. How are you?
That's good. Everything is really good. He looks about, just seeing who's here.
Feel free to, of course, make yourself cozy.
Well, thank you. Well, we'll be sure to do that.
Yes?
Have you had any visitors lately?
All the time. What sorts are you after particularly?
The trickster sort?
Oh, you mean besides me?
Beatrice,
And you?
Was that
Could I hear that?
awareness?
I'm with her, but I'm standing behind. Let me try this. I got every sheet out. I'm confusing myself.
Yep.
I still have it. I forget to change that every time. I think Beatrice, like at this point, just like lets out like a like a laugh from the back, like kind of like a short one of like, "Are you looking for Puck?"
I must be too late then.
Yeah, a little bit. He kind of wasted a whole week of my life, so
That could have been
understand.
it could have been much worse.
So
We're not worth
much
the poorer
worse.
for it.
It was fun, but I was all right.
Well, we'll be sure to settle in. Only a few days away now. A few days away.
Yes.
And await the others. Your mother won't be present here. Either of you, actually.
Not if I can help it.
I don't see that Beatrice has any connection to my mother, so there's no reason for her to have been invited.
Oh, good. Good.
Yes, I agree.
Well then, we'll settle in. Who is going to oversee this ceremony?
Beatrice has been walking me through the process, and I'm trying to learn it.
Oh, gosh.
I'm kind of the spiritual head, so this is a little bit of a teaching experience.
Well, it is. It does seem appropriate with this is Olwyn as the host. Excellent.
It seems I'm the one most trained in certain aspects. Which is strange, but you know.
Well
Thank
then, I suppose I will get out of your way then, so you can finish up, as it were.
Absolutely. Enjoy yourself.
Had we? Thank you.
For what, Beatrice?
A lot of things. She makes a face like I'm answering riddles like you.
Yeah. He smiles. I do all that I do for Summerland. And with that, he'll kind of move and they'll start to prep their tents and such. Dorito Mango, welcome in. All right. Another day goes by, and a much smaller entourage arrives. At its helm is Branwyn.
Oh wait, no, that's not good. That's not good. She hates him.
I know. Oh, she's got a different,
This is gonna be awesome.
different herald.
It's gonna be so great. Sure. Let's go. I'll ride out to meet her.
I'll go with.
I think Beatrice has a drink before she goes out. Not a big one, low one, but it's just like cool.
Have you met Branwyn?
I
Yes.
think, yeah, she came to something. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she was also there when they first met me.
Okay. So, as the Sheriff of Summerland arrives with a retinue of like 4 knights and their respective counterparts, Branwyn looks to Beatrice and Olwyn, but it's more of an uncomfortable nod than like a smile or anything, you know?
Yeah.
But that's kind of her in a nutshell. So.
Yeah. Owen is still just like Owen and you're like, hey, it's been so long, I love you.
She looks to both of you and says, I thought it best that I arrive, Beatrice. I understand that you're to marry him.
Yeah, if you would have told me that a few years ago, I would have laughed at you. Or maybe punched whoever suggested it.
And you're certain this isn't some sort of ploy from him?
I'm pretty certain.
What's Beatrice's modest?
Probably not great.
Yeah.
Just based on, I don't think it's moved since we started. Ooh. Would you like me to roll it?
Nope, just
It's 6.
Okay. So you're 14.
It's not great.
You're
I'm a
14.
14 proud. She's very proud.
Oh, sorry, that's not the one I was looking for. I was looking for prudent is what I meant. Sorry.
Prudent 11.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you're not known to be reckless per se.
No.
She'll kind of look at Olwen and then Betrys and then say, and this isn't one of her ploys either. This is looking at Olwen.
Well, doubtful. I don't think my mother has ever given anyone a second look in my entourage, as it were.
I think she might have met one of mine. I'm not sure she met your mother.
Branwyn?
I think she meant a ploy of mine.
Oh.
Who knows, really?
Oh. Sorry, there's so many ominous hers
There's so many ominous hers.
around.
There's my mother, there's your mother, there's also me sometimes. Regardless, either one, no. Maybe me. I'm not sure he's sure yet.
Very well. Then I will not get in your way. And as an old friend of yours, I will stay in witness if you wish it, but know that I will take great enjoyment in enacting my rights as sheriff should he mess up. So it is up to you to keep him in order now.
Alright, well. He's different. Just like I'm different.
That's a word for it, yes.
He's different than he was.
We all are.
Even snakes shed their skin.
Indeed.
Oh, I don't think he's not. But I would argue I am too, so.
Would be mixing metaphors to say that a snake could shed its stripes and change them.
I don't think they can.
Me a leopard?
Oh,
Regardless.
She nods and she says, "We'll find a place for our camp. Thank you."
of course. And of course, should you need anything, you can find us.
She nods.
It's good to see you. Whoop.
Yeah. She just continues. She kind of just continues right.
Yep, yeah. Owen knows the drills. Like, as soon as she says it's good to see you, she knows she's not going to respond, so she just whoop goes away.
Yeah.
Use that every time I'm exiting now.
Let's see who else is here. We have Lloyd of Loxton present.
Oh,
Wait, no.
I'm so sorry. I tried so hard for you.
He tried occasionally.
Yeah.
Oh, Riesland.
Our son.
Riesland.
And Lady Rian.
Hi.
I have to say, whenever I hear Sir Raceland, I always think of Dragonlance. Sorry, I
Riesland, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
At the moment.
So obviously, people that are not here, that one might expect. Rickard, is he parted ways with you last time? Is not present.
Does Nimue show up?
She does. So we're gonna tick forward to the day before the wedding. Nimue arrives. She has a single knight escorting her right now. she rides in. Upon closer inspection, you would see that her knight, though he currently has no coat of arms with him, is Adarn.
Ah!
And that is kind of the faces that weren't already staying right here in Barrowcrest Manor. So obviously, Dogged's here, Dane's here, Trevelyan's here, Petra and Kat, your favorites.
Woo.
Avery and Bowie.
Stalling.
Let's just make sure. Just do a quick. Oh, and we can't forget our drunken knight as well. He's present.
Oh, yeah, he's taking full
boy.
advantage of the bar.
How drunk is he?
That's a good question.
Look.
I think that's going to change throughout the night. I feel like there's
Yeah.
like the wedding
Let's see how he
itself. And
starts.
then
Let's see. I'm gonna give
That's
him a
starting
a-
level of inebriation.
Look. You're an
Oh, he's doing all right
enabler.
right now.
oh, he's doing great.
Yay!
I think it's Betrys looks threateningly at him every time he goes near the bar.
Yeah.
Or
Dagger
near
eyes.
where drinks are. Just
Is
like,
that uncle that's gonna ruin the wedding? And you're just like, you got a screen set up on him.
Mhm.
Know where he's at all moments. Okay, so I'm gonna assume what holiday did we set this up for?
one of the solstices, I think. I think it might be
Yes.
spring.
Yeah.
Spring? Spring solstice.
Spring equinox.
Spring equinox.
No, I think we're setting up for summer solstice.
Summer solstice.
Summer solstice.
Yeah.
That makes more
Also
sense
good,
too. I
yeah.
knew it was warm.
Oh, that's right, because we came back on like right around the beginning of spring.
I'm going to say actually that you had to miss summer solstice.
Darn.
Yeah. So
Peaches ready to punch a fairy. Let's go.
yeah,
It's just our puck.
it's about 6 days. past.
Wow.
That's funny. All right, and let's see here. So, this will be an outdoor one because it makes sense that it would be.
Yep.
I'll put us on that screen, even though we're probably not going to focus on the map itself, or at least I didn't set up the map ahead of time, so
I'm so zoomed
it's not
in.
going to be accurate.
Oh,
There's too many people here that wouldn't be here.
like if you cry every time.
Who's there that's not supposed to be?
Rickert.
Oh,
You know what?
Rickert's there.
I
was
will
like,
cut
who are you
over.
crying
We might as
about?
well have this scene. Here we go. I'm cutting in. We'll get this fixed up. I'll do it on the side as we go, and I think that's more or less accurate. But don't just ignore the icons for now. We'll clean that up. Okay, so it is the morning of the wedding. Things will be taking place. Is this a morning wedding, a noon wedding, an afternoon wedding, an evening wedding? What is? Imagine Betrys makes the call.
Gonna vote afternoon, and then we go into evening with actually eating and that kind of thing.
Ooh, romantic.
That makes sense. All right, let's see here. I think I have better music. Let me see if I can find it. No. Nope. That isn't it either. One sec. No. I thought I had some kind of like village song kind of thing for you guys. Didn't I? Am I crazy? Didn't I?
Well, we did.
think we did.
It's just we tend to stick to like the same 3 or 4.
Yeah. See, I thought I did. Let me see. It's not super important, but I do want to see if I can get it. Let's try this. Nope. That's not it.
I love the music game because it's either
Yeah.
like, ooh, that's pretty, or that's terrifying.
Or just sad.
Okay, this has got to be it. Nope.
Gotta be.
I didn't even hear that one.
Maybe this one.
It was for like a second.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's what we tend to do for the outdoor.
I don't hear it, but that's because I probably have it turned down. There it goes.
Okay. All right. So as I clean up this, we get to the point where, like,
Emily
there's lots
has
of.
a question.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Nope.
Before the wedding starts, she would go down to see her dad very briefly.
Right, and you've actually allowed him to join if he wants, right?
Okay, yes, I wanted him to join, but I didn't know if we were keeping him imprisoned, in which case I was going down to the dungeon.
Well, maybe that's a conversation real quick between Owen and Betrys. It's gonna be set back a couple of days.
That'll go great.
So, I made a promise.
Yes.
That I would let my father see me on my wedding day.
Oh, you made a promise that you'd let him see you.
Yes.
Well, then I suppose you can go down and show off.
I'd like him to be there, Owen.
Of course you would. It's fine. Just be prudent about it.
Well, yeah, you're probably gonna have to station a guard next to him to make it seem okay.
Mm-hmm. You don't want it to seem, like we're showing favoritism with certain dangerous criminals.
I mean, yeah. You're showing favoritism with me, let's be honest. I'm one of your favorite people, at least.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty confident. Which is surprising, given I bully you incessantly.
I mean,
Pretty much
there must
every
be
day.
part of me that likes it, or else I don't know why I would put up with it.
Thank
you
you.
know that I love my strong-willed ladies.
Thank you, Owen.
Of course. You're my best friend, and you have been for 10 years now.
Oh god, don't remind me how long it's been.
We're ancient beings, Betrys.
Oh, no. Still. This is why you're in charge and not me.
Alright, fine. If we're both reminding each other of things we don't want to be reminded of, go get your father.
Station a guard next to him. Make it look like you're just being cordial.
Shall do.
Such a
Lady.
lady. I gag. She makes gagging noises on the way out. She bows and says "milady," and Breach's response is just like gagging.
Finger ones at you.
Who are we sending?
Who are we stationing next?
What's his name? Hughes?
It can't.
I wrote it down.
Brockvale.
No, it's not going to be Brockvale. Are you kidding me?
No, hang on. I wrote down the name of the guy.
Yeah, that's
Where is
the
it?
prison guard.
Yeah, that guy.
The
Yeah.
prison guard. We could put him next to him.
Do you want the
That's
prison
not-
guard?
Wow.
Could be.
I love him.
Is
yeah,
it?
the one that's scared of me. please.
I'm down.
The
Like,
one
I'm
who's
down for
like,
that
I'm
if
just
we
gonna
don't.
fall over and actually, me out.
I mean, we
wrote it
could do
down. His
that.
name is-
I agree.
It's
I
yeah.
agree.
We can say
I-
prison guard, and then if you find it, you
It was
can
like
text it.
HWF or
Yeah,
something.
Guapa, right?
Yeah.
Wappa.
Yeah.
Guapa.
Wappa. Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Muppet or something.
That's why I love
Guapa.
my favorite thing about him. Other than the fact he's afraid of me. I like that part too.
Okay. Okay, so that should be more or less everyone who needs to be here. So it's moving quickly towards the day. As anyone knows who's been involved in a wedding day,
Yup.
there are a number of troubles that typically happen in a day due to random anomaly. Emily, we're going to test your fate. Please roll a d4. This is how many things go wrong on the day of.
Oh no. Yeah, that seems to be.
Yeah.
It's like rain
Let's do it.
on your wedding day.
Yeah. So these are
I
the
know that song's
things.
in my head.
These are the minor nuances that go
Okay.
wrong. We're gonna start with Rebecca. I need 2d100 from you.
You know it had to be 4. Like, let's be honest. This
Yeah.
is us. It's never gonna be like, oh, this goes smoothly.
And so many things don't go wrong.
45 and 11.
Okay.
Cat is quoting the song.
So good.
Okay, so let's do like an awareness test from the three of you. Just see who happens to be around when this happens.
Oh, critical, baby.
Olwen's on it.
Hey. Owen, you're talking with Cadwy, and it's just like mild pleasantries, and it's like not everyone's gathered yet. This is sometime in the morning. And all of a sudden, you just see his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he starts to seize right then and there, and falls over and starts like convulsing on the ground.
Oh, Betrys, you killed Cadwy. A first aid, like,
Okay.
success.
The king dies at my wedding. That's an all-time low.
All right.
Uh,
Yep. So you kind of maybe you've seen someone that's suffered from such ailment before in your life. So you just make sure that his head is raised and that he's in a position where he can kind of finish seizing, and then he kind of comes to and he says, "Oh, Lady Owen,
I know we were telling a funny story, but I didn't think it was that funny, my king.
And he kind of wipes like the foam off his mouth. He says, "Excuse me, I might need to change."
As, of course.
All right. So, as each of these things happens, we're going to. What represents patience? Do you think the most?
Prudence or temperate?
What was the first option you threw?
Prudence or
Prudence.
temperate?
Prudence.
Yeah, those seem the most prudent and
Kind of like the
prudent and temperate.
Yeah, because reckless feels like impatient. And
I agree. All right. So, Owen, you can take first aid if you haven't already,
I have not. Ooh.
and make sure you add your glory for the critical awareness,
Mhm.
and take that if you haven't.
It is ticked.
Yeah, I assume so. So that goes well. That could have been worse. I
Yeah.
need
Yeah,
Emily. I
could've
need
died.
a prudent test real quick. As you hear this,
Ooh, no. I
Okay.
succeeded.
deep breath in and out. You're okay. Everything's fine. You're good.
All of them are gonna be
Yeah.
prudent.
No
Do
panic
you freak
attacks.
out?
Okay. Emily. Now I need 2d100 from you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
90 and 1.
No, the last time we rolled a 1 on a D100,
Dude, if
my
I
brother
had been
died.
101, if it was
We would get-
101, I would have been so proud of myself.
We would get puppies.
Puppies?
Yeah.
Do we get puppies for a certain one?
Yeah. For 101, you get.
101 Dalmatians.
Oh god. Jesus, that was a long game, Rebecca.
I mean, you played right into
That
it
was such
perfectly.
a long game.
It's the only kinds I play, baby.
All right. Let me see if it's option 1 or option 2.
Oh no.
Better 1, better 2.
Awareness test from the 3 of you again. Let's see who gets to deal with this
Yeah,
one.
let's see. This is
Holy shit!
Rebecca.
It's probably Owen again. Owen's gonna save your
It's
day
Owen
here.
again. Rebecca. This is why
Um,
Owen's in charge.
Owen, you see, Owen, you see a couple of your knights, and they seem to be cornering Beatrice's dad. The person leading this is Dogged.
Oh, dogged.
Dogged.
It's Dogged, it's Brockvale, and I'm gonna say it's
You can do it if you want.
I will offer the opportunity for whether or not Elian
Okay.
would be whether or not Elian would be one of these three. Effectively, Dogged's made the case for it's better that Beatrice doesn't know this, but we should get this guy out of here. He should be under watch out of the castle until the actual ceremony, and we're gonna lock him in a room till the actual ceremony, so he doesn't do anything crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Elian's kind of on board with that, if for no other reason than because people will probably look at him and react. Like, we don't need to add that on top of Cat again.
Okay, so Owen, you see 3 of your most senior knights doing this.
Sorry, knights. What seems to be the problem, and why are we taking it upon ourselves to enact orders?
Dogged looks to Elian like, should I address this, or do you want to, one of those unspoken looks?
She kind of just shrugs and looks back and says, it seems to be creating a stir among the villagers. It seemed to be a good idea to have him out of sight for a while.
Oh, and we'll look out amongst the villagers. Does it seem to be creating a stir, or is it just their thoughts that it might?
It's definitely he's an eye, like people are gossiping. Yeah, I would say 100%, because this man raided you actually marched an army on you not all that long ago.
Can we maybe just dress him up a bit differently?
He's
So
fairly
perhaps-
recognizable. He has one hand.
Owen will, just motion, pulling a cloak around
Yeah, Brockville says, I volunteer. I imagine he would look quite different with a mustache painted on him.
Oh, well,
I hate that.
I'd leave it
I
in
feel like
your
Ellie and
capable
Dog-
hands.
I feel like
Perhaps-
Ellie and Dog and look at each other again, or just like, do we even?
A
Target's
haircut,
aside.
a change of facial hair, perhaps a cloak hiding the hand, and then
I'm gonna test something too. Okay, yeah. So he says, first off, welcome in, Garrus and Lady Magda. Welcome in.
hi.
So Sir Rollin actually interjects at this point. He says, Aaron, I think is what we call him. Sir Aaron interjects and says, I don't think that's necessary, Lady Olwen. I think your knights are just doing what they believe best. Perhaps I should stay out of sight until the ceremony.
If that is your choice, then I'm happy to enact it. I do feel that they could just simply come to us and voice their concerns to me directly instead of acting on their own.
Doggin nods and says very flatly, of course, Lady Olwen.
I understand that this is unorthodox, but it is Beatrice's wedding.
Not for this place, it isn't, he says.
Thank you, Sir Dogged. You are quite
nods.
understanding.
I beg your leave, my lady. And with that,
Granted.
you haven't really had any shade thrown at you from Doggin.
This is.
I'm not mad at Sassy Dogged.
I'm not either, but also, damn.
Okay. Emily, I'm gonna give you another prudent roll. This one's gonna be -2.
-2.
Yeah.
This is gonna go great. Ooh, yeah.
Yep. So you
Just
you know who can't wait to tell you about this is Kat. She just can't wait to tell you about
Just
how
can't
she oversaw the knights. They seem to be agitating your father. It seems that the knights, Sir Dogged and Elian, they see your father as the murderer he was a few months ago.
Rockvale was also there.
I think Betrys
Uh,
will go to speak to Dogged, but before she leaves the room, she tells Kat, if you do one thing to ruin this day, I will find a way to destroy you in ways you would never imagine.
She's not very valorous. Let's see how she responds to that. Oh,
Right.
it's weird.
Oh, it said no.
Is there a space? I think you have a space.
Yeah, I got it. There we go. Yeah, so she's gonna kind of just I think she just tucks it away and she nods and says, "Of course not, Lady Beatrice."
I'm going to put something on that is not my wedding dress and go to where I assume Dogged would be.
All right.
Or ask around.
Okay. the next thing we're gonna do, well, that's happening. We're gonna get Nicole 2D100.
Go, Nicole, go.
I think we're emulating these.
99.
This is
We're
about as
gonna have
stressful as every
72.
wedding I've ever been a part of the wedding party
Yeah.
for. So
People are
Wow.
fighting.
Charge.
Yeah, there are parts of the family that don't talk to each
Family
other.
drama.
I have been to one wedding when I was like 5 or so. I'm surprised how many ever saw drunk people.
Yes, this is about as much of a mess as. Oh God, I don't like your face right now. I really don't.
Yeah, it's.
I'm stressed. Oh no.
We're emulating it. We're
Stop it.
Oh no.
Oh,
right.
this is a problem.
Bob's gonna give me heart palpitations.
Hopefully not. Don't want to go there.
The pause is killing me.
Awareness roll for Olwen and Elian. So awareness roll off between Olwen and Elian.
It's a success.
Oh, Elian got a higher success, so it'll be Elian. All right.
What problem do you get taken?
I like the dramatic tension here. Okay. Who we lost recently in this game?
We lost
Grifflet.
Grifflet would be the most recent.
Mm-hmm.
The coven, your previous circle.
Yeah, so that would be Lilo and Hefina were
Hefina.
fairly recent. If we go back a little farther, then it's might have just forget his name. He is integral to the story, and I can't remember his name. Whittian, thank you.
Yeah, but he's undead in Faerie right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Okay. That should work.
That should work. Rebecca and I aren't even here. We're having like an absolute freak out over the.
Okay, so So, Elian, you find Dame Branwyn, like you step away just to get some air because it's kind of like a whole bunch of people. It's messy. Things are getting a little chaotic. You happen to spy Branwyn rather, over by where you bury the dead on the grave sites. Seems to be kind of sitting down in front of one of them.
I'm assuming I have nothing else going on, so I'll go check in with her. Just essentially just going nearby and kind of standing near, like, do I say something?
She looks up and even though you guys are missing Grifflet's body, right? Did you guys prepare? You did have a grave still, right? Like you still buried him?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like his whole family is mostly here still, so
she's in front of it. You see her, she turns around, she has been like teared up, but she's like trying very hard to hide it. Kind of looks mad that you're here. More embarrassed than mad. What is it, Knight?
You don't seem to be enjoying the festivities, although I haven't really started yet.
How did this happen?
wasn't there. But to my knowledge, he did die valorously.
To whose hand?
Well, if we're going to be exact, the hand was cut off after. So, well, no, it was Jaren. It was Sir Jaren.
Yeah. So what do you say? Do you say that?
I say it was Sir Jaren. He was driven mad by a sword I told him not to touch.
All right, I'm gonna give you a tick on honest for that.
I mean, she's famously honest. She can't not say it.
I'll also give you a tick on reckless for
Famously
that.
shady.
Yeah.
Sword. God possessed by a sword I told him not to touch.
Okay.
I wanted Miss Right. I didn't know I was going to get Mrs. Always Right.
I
Okay,
mean,
so-
she doesn't get the secret, so
Yeah. She stops before she kind of walks off and says, "And Jaren's dead now?"
I don't know what happened to Jaren.
Then I suppose we should find out. With that, she'll kind of walk off back towards things. Probably the stables.
Griffith was with everybody's baby brother.
Love it, baby boy.
Oh, all right. So we'll cut over to Emily. To Betrys, rather. You end up running into... Not running into... You find... Oh, wait. Yeah. We'll deal with that in a second. You find Dogged.
Where is he?
He's moved off to kind of where they practice, where the knights practice. Blowing off some steam right now. Who did I forgot to say? One sec here. Dorito Mango, thanks for this subscription, friend. Appreciate it. He looks to you and then he sees you here and he kind of winces and nods and says, "Betrys."
How are you?
"I'm well."
I'm not here to scold you, Dogged.
Well then, if you could be sure that when you turn me into a frog, you can turn me back within a week or so, Dane would be rather displeased.
Sometimes when she's in one of her worst moods, I think she'd be pleased that I did it at all. But no, that's not why I'm here.
He nods.
You and Dane and the boys. I'm happy that you're here, you know that.
I know.
And I know it's not fair to expect you to be okay with him being here. You fought against him in battle. Hell, I did the same thing when Cadogan was released. He won't be here for much longer.
I understand.
But I appreciate you having restraint. And I appreciate you trying to not have things ruin the day. I remember fighting pretty hard to make sure Dane's day wasn't ruined anyway. So I appreciate the effort.
I know it may look like I intended to ruin it, but in truth, we were trying to keep things under control.
I know. Oh, yeah.
I can't say that's my only reason. I don't trust him. But I understand that you do.
Yeah.
And let's see what your final interruption is for the day.
Let's go. Do you want me to roll it? Or do you want someone else to?
You for the final one.
Because I've been doing great. 2d100?
Yes.
Let's go.
7 and 93. And it equals 100 exactly. I know that doesn't do anything, but it pleases me.
Okay.
I don't like the okay. Every time I get so stressed. I feel like Bob doesn't say anything. And I'm like, well, I'm dying.
This requires interpretation.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll start with Emily. We're gonna get you a prudent roll as you are told about Branwyn rather. I can't say that name today. Branwyn.
Branwyn.
Yeah, you find out Branwyn just found out about Grifflet.
Flat? Or
What did I say again? What did you test?
-2 was the last one.
just flat. The -2 is because
Flat.
it was your father. You're more likely to not deal with
A
that well.
success.
Okay. That can be dealt with later. Yeah. Why is everyone telling me everything? I'm busy. One of
Yeah,
those.
why are people telling me things?
Yeah.
I've already had to leave one. The talk down dogged.
Okay.
I have to change out of my wedding dress one more time to deal with
Yeah.
bullshit.
All right. Just gonna test something here. Okay. Awareness test from Nicole and Rebecca. Let's see who's dealing with this next
Not for me?
mess. Nope. You're not here. You're gonna hear about this one.
Oh, yeah.
Success.
Actually,
Success.
you know what? We should make this. To be fair, we should make this across the board. Yeah.
I still
Oh.
don't know.
So it wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
It didn't matter.
Owen
Where
and
did I
David. About a half hour before the ceremony is meant to be underway,
It's
the two of you are kind of standing there, and Cadrigan is just kind of walking up towards you two, and it's like, it's a fairly crowded place. All of a sudden, one sec, I gotta test something here.
It's okay. It's okay, Emily.
Okay, so
That's what I thought.
yeah,
Oh,
you see someone emerge from the crowd quickly out of nowhere. Just as this happens, you see Cadrigan notice it first. He pulls a dagger, and you see this figure kind of like dive at him with a dagger. He kind of pulls the person down to the ground, avoids it. Just not without lack of effort though. It looked like it came very close to him, and he's holding the person by the neck. I'll take a recognize roll from Olwyn.
I forgot if it's Lloyd.
Actually, no, I won't.
Okay.
I need you to test concerned commoners for me, Olwyn. And I'll get a recognize roll flat from Nicole.
Success.
Allie, you saw this, this kid's like 16, maybe 17. Looks familiar, but you can't place it. Oh, and this is one of the boys that grew up in the village.
Hey. What?
He has
And
like
he's
a look on
like
his
a
face.
boy, or he's like,
Yeah, he has a look on his face, and he's like, "Do it then, coward, murderer."
what? Sorry. What's the problem here?
This murderer lives on as one of your knights. He killed the former lord, the one we served the lands of.
It's very complicated.
Is it?
Yes. We didn't know what was wrong with him. We didn't know what was wrong with him.
He looks. He doesn't stop having that angered look at Cadogan, but he also his anger doesn't cease when he looks at Olwen. It's those same hateful eyes.
Look, I understand that it's a lot to deal with, and sometimes you need to make choices in life that are difficult and that don't make sense. And every circumstance needs to be looked at individually. Just like this one.
How big is this kid?
With the justice that you're speaking of, we would have to do something terrible to you. But you're misguided. Right? You made a mistake.
I made no mistake. I'd do it again.
And that's the difference.
Do I see Brockvale near us? I'm assuming Olwen's here, so Brockvale's probably not far out of the
Yeah,
shop.
that's fair. Yep. I think that's fair.
Elian's just gonna like, Brockvale, help me. Get over here, child. And she's gonna kind of try and grab him by the scruff of his shirt.
Elian. Gently.
Nothing for the lady to worry herself about, nor for the groom to waste his time on.
I'm worried. He's just a kid. Needs to be taught rather
Have
than
no worry,
handled.
Lady Olwen. We'll address this scum. And like, Brockvale comes up and smacks the kid across the face.
Sir Brockvale, that is not what I instructed you to do. Elian, you do not give orders here.
Elian just looks like, that's not what I said. I was like, I was gonna go with discipline, but like chores.
I think Olwen
I've
is
never loved Brockvale
genuinely like.
All right, Olwen, make
Angry.
a prudent roll. Oh, you know what? Forgiving, actually. Forgiving.
Elian
versus-
also looks surprised for the record. She was not expecting Brockvale to just straight up
A failure.
back this kid.
All right. What's the test? The opposite. What's it? The vengeful.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
All right. I'm going to assume that's geared at Brockvale since he's the one that took it. Like he
it's a little bit
Nick-
at both
yeah.
of them, I think.
Elian stepped up to the line, but he just kicked that thing well across and down the street. Yeah.
I
then
think they both have blame, but probably more so.
Okay. All right, so you're clearly irritated. Now this is exactly how it's going to get back to you, Beatrice. So you hear the rumors that someone just tried to stab Cadogan.
Yep.
And you hear that Olwen's knights roughed him up, and that Olwen's not happy about it.
I'm not even gonna roll.
Yeah. You're opting to fail. Yeah.
This is so far over the line. But like, I don't have to roll. I think because she's at this point she's in her dress. We're like less than 30 minutes before the wedding. Like, I think she hit the point where she's like, "Well, I can't go out." She's gonna make someone bring Cadogan to her. Gonna send someone to literally make him walk all the way back.
I think he'd be looking for you anyways, so we'll assume like maybe it's like every Bowie and Cadogan at this point show up. Or sorry, let's say Bowie, Alien, and Cadogan. Let's say that.
Yeah, Alien is now intending that she was going to have the kid do some labor as punishment to make him reconsider his choices. And she was going to have Brockvale oversee him, but now she's going to have Brockvale join him.
Yeah.
No, you guys are both in the doghouse. You're not out of the woods, Elliot. You're not.
No. Elliot will also do some penance for trusting Brockvale too much, but yeah. She's like, "How were you disciplined as a squire? What is happening?"
Slap herd rounds.
She said, "Your knight didn't slap you when you were out of line? Not once?"
Oh my god.
No. There are better ways to punishment.
I don't know how you do things in Gales, but...
With more intelligence, I suppose. My father never had a need to raise his hand to either my brother or I.
I think he just sighs. Whatever. It'll be fine.
Well,
all right.
I believe you shall be joining him in, and she's going to say, like, whatever the most labor-heavy, like, work around the manor is, and make them do it. The most unpleasant. The stuff they have Cat and Petra do.
Petra do? Okay.
But something we make them do. That's what she's making them do.
Okay.
You know you're going to be joining them, Elian.
I'm aware.
Good.
You're quite displeased with me.
Extremely.
Okay, so we zoom back in.
Don't make me laugh. I just got better.
I'm sorry.
Beatrice, you see Cadogan approach.
Are you okay?
It was a village boy. You must have some loyalty to the old lord. The one I slew. I don't fault him.
I know why you did it. I've guessed.
I'll entertain your guess. Your guess? He says.
You did it so Owen would succeed. Whether it be because it was better for you, or it was better in general. We didn't know where his loyalties would lie. Honestly, I can't say that it was the worst decision.
When I'm of right mind, I convince myself that it was the right thing to do. When I'm doubtful, I tell myself I was selfish.
Then your doubtful self will have to start competing with me.
How so?
Because I'll refute it every time. You're not a bad person. You wouldn't be doing this if you were a bad person.
Even if it was for intentions that were, let's say, righteous, the act will not be forgotten.
They'll have to go through me.
That's what I'm worried about.
They won't go through me. Regardless.
The stains of your past can stay a while.
I think you forget you're not the only person that's killed people, Kadoya. I'm no innocent. There's a reason Olin's in charge and not me. We're all capable of terrible things. Some people just pretend it's not there. You and I don't.
There's a look as you bring up Olwen. I think you know him well enough, so I'm going to say you catch it. The look of concern on his face when that's raised.
We'll figure it out. Whatever's going on with her and her mother. And we'll figure this out too. Somehow we're going to get through the day.
He kind of snaps. He's like, right. Well, I suppose I'll see you soon then.
She's going to grab him by either side of the face.
Yeah.
Breathe.
So he's like this.
Yeah. Wish it. She grabs my other side of the face. Breathe. Nothing's going to happen to you. Nothing's going to happen to me today.
He would be the type. I think he'd be the type to opt for Vegas if he could, like the drive-through wedding.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So I'm not sure how much of this is Betrys and how much of it was Olwen also planning. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Olwen's like, well, there has to be a
Column A,
wedding.
column B. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Betrys like, we're gonna do this, and Olwen's like, well, there has to be a wedding.
I mean, if you want that, but we could also do this. I mean, it is up to you, but also...
Yeah,
there's
that's
this
exactly what I
option.
imagine the planning being.
All right. We're gonna take a very, very short break, and then when we return, we'll start with the ceremony.
So
Yes!
We'll be back soon.
And it's funny though, my parent who never
Okay,
hit us
we
is
are
only
back.
like
Back in.
Hey. All right, so we're gonna pick up with the ceremony. We have the group of you gathered. It's actually quite a large gathering now. It's like probably 60 to 70 nobles and about a couple hundred commoners, all said and done. Though in this kind of format, it's not as... One thing about Summerland is it's not as distinguished, the difference between the two. So with that, we have... We'll assume we center in on what is the equivalent of like the wedding party, which is predominantly the knights, both friends and colleagues of Cadogan, and protectors of Olwen and Betrys. Elian would be amongst that group. And then at the center, we have three figures. We have Betrys and Cadogan, and Olwen, who's overseeing the ceremony. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Rebecca to see if she wants to add any flavor, or sorry, if they want to add any flavor to these details at this point. What would Olwen's flavors be in this case?
I think Olwen would probably have done something a little whimsical, like wrapped ivy like around everything, and probably like not quite a podium, but like wherever she was sitting would just have like all sorts of like flowers and leaves and several things just strewn about, all sorts of like herbs and stuff, probably scattered about. But yeah, nothing too much crazier than that. And then once everyone was gathered about, she would gesture for Cadogan and Betrys to hold hands in front. And once everyone was seated and proper, she would smile and welcome everyone.
Cadogan kind of has like a... It's very clear that this crowd, like being in front of it, this is not anything he ever does, ever, is being in front of people like this. It's not his preference, but he managed to stay in the moment, and he's probably got sweaty hands.
Squeeze his hand.
I think Owen will give a little like sly wink to him when she notices like the nervousness. And then pull her neck a bit. It's like, all right. You ready?
Yeah. Cadogan will look at Beatrice and nod.
Well, some of us have to be. Take a deep breath and say, wish me luck, but you two. Goodness. This is the day that you forever embrace not only one another, but everything that has risen up out of, in front of, around, despite your union, your partnership, unexpected and lovely, has nurtured well, I don't want to say strange too much, but goodness, some sort of love from the ground up. And from this day forward, you'll continue on your paths, seeking goodness and light in every direction, strengthened evermore by the goodness and light in one another. Buried deep, deep down, but still there. But this partnership, sealed with a kiss, the world calls upon you to protect one another, to cherish every moment, to find humility when it's needed, to support and uplift and encourage the heaviest of hearts and the wildest of dreams. This union is your gift to bestow the world around you. And when you leave today, you'll both have the power to demonstrate the divine magic that is lasting love.
There's a brief panel away, and it shows Edane and Dogged leans in with a whisper, kind of like a big brothering Owen a little bit. He leans into Edane and says, "Do you think she's being a bit wordy with it?" And then Edane is in the exact opposite boat. She's caught up in her romance scenario, and she kind of just thuds him in the side. He's like, "Ow."
All right. So, thank you, everyone, for supporting Betrys and Cadwigan with your loving energy. And we're going to call upon the divine elements, earth, water, air, fire, to bring this union the same harmony that they share. So we know that coexistence is the key to a mutual loving partnership. Just through these four elements, we understand how one has the power to make another stronger. So let's look at some of Beatrice's and Cadwigan's most magnificent features, shall we? For air, we ask for curiosity and quickness. For water, we ask for strength and flow. For earth, gratitude, growth, and friendship. And, of course, the element that possibly signifies them the most. For fire, we ask for courage and passion, radiance, warmth, all sorts of energies. As witness to this event, I will decree that the elements have blessed them forevermore. And we all agree, yes?
Is that like a lookout into the crowd kind of thing?
Yes. Yeah, just
there's kind of like a yes, like it's all pretty chaotic and wild. But you hear Cadwy's voice over. Everyone says, "Oh, absolutely, yes, I agree." Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, and then she'll bound behind the hand. Do you have rings? Was that the thing?
I doubt it. Probably it depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't
So in
think
that case, she'll just tie the hands, and then it's like, all right, well then, as the lady of Bearer of Crust and the person who Beatrice has put in charge of the wedding, and who knows, some sort of divine force that is flowing through me with the power of love and friendship and wonderfulness and a little bit of touch of a mischief. I now pronounce you perfectly spiritually wed. You are now joined beyond love, beyond any realm. So, go on. Kiss each other already.
I'm sorry, just affirmative question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are they
Out of-
saying anything or we're just going? I'm good
it's-
with just going.
Yeah, I think
Oh, if you
so.
want.
I'm good with either.
I don't think Cadogan cares about ceremony.
Cool.
So if this is not a vow thing, he'd be like, "Oh, thank God,
Yep.
I don't have to talk
Cool. Yep.
in front of people."
Awesome. Beatrice is also agreeing with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So I think then there is a kiss, but is there anything that goes awry? I think we need 2d100
Oh
here.
no, I hate you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
We'll
hate
get
you
one from
vehemently.
Nicole, one from Rebecca, please.
You got it.
Skeletons rise.
Beatrice would hand Cadogan a note. I can tell you what it says later, but
56.
I mean, I could go back and.
oh no, I'm good. She's good handing him a note.
Rebecca forgot how some weddings
It's
work.
fine.
It really fits
I
Olwen
don't
too
care.
to be like,
That was the most Olwen speech I've ever heard in my life.
Oh wait, I have to
I was-
ask them if they do stuff. I thought why
just
would
do it?
That's what this whole thing was about, right?
Just do the thing.
They wouldn't.
Love it.
They wouldn't disagree. I have to ask them again now.
Chat, stop
56
saying
and
Saxon,
43.
right? It's not funny.
Mr.
It's not
Sir.
funny.
Saxon Ray. Yeah,
No.
indeed.
Maybe Saxon raid.
No.
It's gonna be a Saxon
No
raid.
fire. Stop it.
Okay. So
Thomas is chatted.
Yes.
so as Cadogan and Beatrice kiss, I think there's like a zoom in on Branwyn, and she just kind of folds her arms over her chest and kind of looks uncomfortable, frustrated, but quiet nonetheless. Yeah. All right.
Appreciate it, buddy.
And with that, it kind of back to Olwen to close the ceremony as there's applause.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mhm. Well, in that case, I think this is when you guys go and do things while we set up for food and dancing.
Okay. So with that, they'll go and I guess begin to greet and back to celebration times. So we're gonna let me just check something here. Let me see how we're doing. I said we were gonna try to close at 10. I just need to see if I've got a hard stop or not. So we're gonna do a 2-round feast at this point outside. So we'll assume round 1 Beatrice and Cadogan are together, so it depends on what you want to do to lead the way. But we'll kind of approach this from standard feast scenario. Again, you're outside, so there's no above, near, the salt, that sort of stuff. And I'm going to give you the choice, Beatrice, of these 3 options.
Okay.
What do you want to have served to the people?
I'm sorry, my really terrible vision. I'm trying to.
Oh, no. That's
Would
okay.
you like me to read them out loud?
No, it's okay. I've got it. I'm gonna pick the second one only because roast eagle is the most badass thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
Meat tiles is very tempting.
God, we love their meat tiles.
We do love a good meat tile, but I think we're gonna go with astrological herb cakes and roast eagle. That seems pretty cool.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, done.
I don't know what loach is, and I'm just gonna pretend I don't because it sounds gross.
Loach is a fish. If I
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's not
I
bad.
think it's a fish.
We
In
handled
green
everybody. We've
sauce.
got the vegetarians, the pescatarians, and then we've got the
There we go.
everybody else.
We've got the eagle.
And eagle.
The
Eagletarians.
carnivore diet.
Eagle.
People. So okay, so there's no app rule required. It's standard 1 geniality per action. We're gonna start with Olwyn, and then Beatrice, then Elian.
oh, I think Olwen's gonna go. I think Olwen's gonna lead a dance.
Right?
Actually, she'll save that for next round. This one, she wants to go up and talk to Branwyn.
Okay. You spy Branwyn amongst the crowd. Before you proceed to roleplay, what is your intent?
Intrigue.
Okay.
Success.
Yeah.
I'll go up and just smiles and I heard about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
We're visiting our friends.
I wasn't aware he passed.
It was somewhat recently, and
I
it
don't
happened
blame
quickly.
you. But I heard that Sir Jaren, his fate is unknown.
He apparently took a magically cursed sword and is cutting down people in the north, last I heard. We don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do about him, and I don't know who to send. He's powerful. He was mad with a sword even before he went mad with an extra maddening sword. It would take an army for one man. And I do want to do something about him. There's been too many people hurting too many other people. But I don't want to lose everyone else in the pursuit of one man.
I don't fault you or your knights.
I wasn't here when he died. And it was awful to learn of it. Apparently they didn't even want to tell me.
She nods.
You want to do something about it, don't you?
Do I want to? Yes, I want to. Is it prudent? Not really. Not without more information. And not while things are so unstable here.
Indeed. That was my thought as well. Sharon was a friend. and Grifflet was family. And it's so hard to tell the difference between friend and foe lately. It seems it could change at a moment's notice.
Is that all, Lady Olwen?
I am more concerned with you. But if you'd like that to be all it can be.
Thank you. And with that, she's gonna continue on.
Mm-hmm. Did I get anything out of that?
Yeah, you got what were you aiming for?
Oh, just to see like
do you get a tick
how-
on intrigue?
Oh no, I already have that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she's going after it. It sounds like she's concerned with matters
Okay,
around
so-
here.
Yeah. When she said like unstable around here, did I feel that was like aimed at me in particular? Okay, all right.
Something around this place. It seemed to be clever wordplay, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for follow up. You asked you.
I didn't.
No. So
I'm not used to clever wordplay from Branwyn.
yeah.
But yes, that's my turn done.
All right. So you 2 geniality, and then we're on to Betrys / Cadrigan along for the ride.
Beatrice is gonna do the most Beatrice thing I think she's ever done. And she's going to attempt to hide. She's going to attempt to like get them to a place because like neither of them like attention, or at least not this much attention.
Right.
And so I think she's trying to duck somewhere where like they can breathe for a second. I think
Yeah.
that's her aim.
Fair enough.
Before
I think
it gets too crowded.
Yeah, I think we could say that the apothecary, you get a brief breakaway because it's not far, and you kind of end up quickly sort of dashing into the apothecary.
Yeah.
He kind of leans back against the wall.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. I didn't really think I invited the king as a joke.
Well, he's not your typical king. I'm learning.
Oh no. But you learn nothing in Summerland is typical.
It's true. Well, it's done. We don't have to be in front of people giving speeches, do we? I think
No, we really don't.
good. Did you imagine it different?
I mean, I imagined a lot of things differently. I'm not mad about how it turned out. I'm not upset about it. Still happy it happened.
Of course.
What about you?
Well, to be honest, I've given it very little thought. Outside of you, of course. Just the ceremony doesn't matter to me.
It didn't matter as much to me anyway. I was okay with smaller, but I did let Olwen plan the whole thing.
Yeah.
This
we
is
can
with
give
the
it.
Dane reeling her in.
That's true. I mean, it could have certainly gone much worse. And Olwen did a good job.
She did.
What is
I think-
your intention actually?
I am not gonna lie. She didn't really have an intention other than like letting him breathe
Yeah.
because she knew he didn't like this. So I don't know what that would be.
Oh, you know what? This test,
Temperate?
yeah, test temperate. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. It's a different kind of temperate, but
Different kind of temperate. She would hand him a note and then essentially say, "Don't read it now because I think I'll die."
I don't think
Not
you can
actually,
read anyways,
just-
so you're good to go.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Do you want me to read it?
He says, I can find someone to read it for me.
All right.
I imagine
You
if you
want me
wanted to
to, I
speak it, you
will,
would have.
but-
Yeah.
I could speak it. I just would need to face a wall or something.
Yeah. Out of character,
'Cause
I
I
don't want to
would
put
be
Emily
embarrassed.
through it if Emily doesn't want
I'm okay. Emily's okay going through it if if it fits. She's good with it also because she wrote it. So at this point, but either way, I'm good with either handing it off as a note or reading it. I think
All
it's
right,
up
so-
to Padwick
so let's see, we
would
got-
rather it be read.
We got
By
some
her,
viewers in
right?
here. I've got one yes.
Oh,
Ooh, a
no,
poll!
we're gonna do a poll.
Yes, let's do a poll.
We're on a poll.
Been a
There's a poll.
minute.
I've never been here for a poll. I've never been in a game with a poll. Emily might have to look at the wall.
I mean, the chat
I
is
have not-
sounding off.
Yeah, it's true. I was just gonna do the poll for this, but whatever. It's up. It's 1 minute. So
All right, everybody, vote.
I picked a character that I've made a character inadvertently that does not do a lot of the emotional thing, and I feel embarrassed for her when she does.
That's
Which is why you've got currently 100% voting yes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not even
They're like,
looking
watch
at
a
it. I
player
haven't
squirm.
voted. I
That's
haven't
always
voted
yes.
at all. I'm refusing to vote. I'm I'll just see the ending. It's fine. I said I was good either way, so I'm letting the vote decide.
Yeah, there's no way this is gonna end up.
There's
in
no way it's
anything-
gonna be a no. No, it's gonna be her reading it.
You did this to
I
yourself.
know
my
you
friend.
people. I did do it
mean-
myself. I should have known you people.
If you want to send it to me, I can cover my mouth and read it, and you can just blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
like
you know,
just move your
I'll
mouth.
just mouth the words. I'm
I'll puppet you
really ventriloquist.
in my most Betrysy voice. Oh,
And it
with 6-0.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty resounding. I'm gonna be awkwardly close to the camera because I'm leaning to read.
You're gonna give us the Thomas angle.
Yeah. Yeah, so she'll ask, what would you rather do? Me read it? Or someone else?
Well, if there's anything romantic in there, I'd rather not come from a gray bearded priest.
I mean, that sounds like a lovely part of you.
You're like, actually, on second thought, I changed my mind. Please go see a priest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think she's messing with him. She's
Yeah.
laughing at the idea of.
He winces.
Also, because this is hilarious. Defending his angle.
It's a very good angle.
Yeah, I'm gonna be awkwardly
Always.
leaned in while I. Okay. Are you ready? Alright, turn around and face the wall. Just going to make
Yeah.
him face
Okay.
the other direction.
He's like, you don't have a dagger, do you?
Do you really think I would wait this long to do that?
No, probably not.
I don't know if
I
a dagger,
mean,
but I
I
got
would
some
be
wine.
impressed if I had. That would be an impressive long game, but no.
We're LARPing for this. There we go.
Pop's gonna face the other direction.
There we go. That's about as far as I go without knocking something over.
Yeah, you're already knocking your mic.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me mute
Yeah,
that.
save the mic.
This is really because
David.
he doesn't want to embarrass you by
I'm gonna cover my own
laughing into
face.
the
This is awful.
microphone.
Never mind. Emily hates having attention on her, and this is stressful.
Would it help if we all turned away?
No, it wouldn't, because I know they're all watching on this. God, I hate all of you.
I'll just have the chat
As soon
pulled
as he
up.
has his back turned. Also, this is a very, like, handwriting wise, an absolute trash letter. Good thing he can't read because she can barely write. You are not what I expected. Frankly, I expected to be alone, but you were there always, and then if you weren't, I started to look for you. And then before I knew it, and without warning, I couldn't do without you. I can't do without you, and I'm selfish, so I won't. You were not what I expected. I did not expect to have love in my life, and yet here you are. And I will be ever grateful for it. And then I think she stops, because that would be the end of it. And then she's going to face the other wall. Because Betrys doesn't do nice things.
He waits an extraordinarily amount of time.
Yeah.
She's
She's like red up to her ears.
Yeah, he turns around and he says, "Oh, sorry, I must have drifted off there."
Mm-hmm. She's facing the other direction. She's not in complete other direction. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely.
He just says, I'm not one to speak words that I mean. I spent most of my life saying what I thought was necessary. What I thought I needed to say to advance myself. And I'm not exactly certain how I got here, but I did. And I'm a knight now. The path was bloody to get here. And I did many things you know and some you don't. That's behind me. When I say I serve Lady Olwen, I mean it. I will do everything I can to protect you. And to love you. And with that, he kind of nods, and now Bob's gonna suggest we move on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep.
So, yep.
Elian.
Oh, love is
Save
real.
me from actually turning red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn off my camera.
We'll move to Elian.
So Elian is still in trouble as our profile, and this kid. Do we have a name for this kid? Elian would have learned it by now.
Oh, the boy, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this kid I'm putting in here now is the weirdling you found in the forest, by the way.
The one who attacked Cadigan?
No.
Not attacked him. No, I'm just saying that just putting down a token to tell you.
Oh,
this
that
is
token. Okay.
Yeah, that is the one that sounds like Owen's aunt.
Miller.
Fire or something. Yeah.
But let's see what
Miller.
this boy's name is. Tungur.
I barely know her.
Jeez. Good times. Okay.
So because we're all still in trouble, and she's making sure that not only is she doing her penance, but they are definitely doing penance. They are not enjoying the feast. They are working it because that's what you do for discipline, I guess.
That's what duty looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's going to be temperate.
No. I need you to make a modest test first and pass it.
That's not great.
No. Okay. Now I need you. Did you give your word? Did you do this to Olwen?
I didn't tell Olwen. I told her we'd be doing penance.
Okay.
I don't think I specified.
I need you to test, not in passion, just test the higher loyalty to Olwen or honor, whichever one's higher.
Success.
Okay. Now I need you to test Fae. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh.
Fae drops another level to 13. Okay. So, and you can tick, I'll give you a tick on honor in that case, because it's more than just impassioning yourself. You stick to your word. And you don't feel great about it.
You're not supposed to.
No.
Yeah.
You're doing your honor. Here, you're doing your duty to Olwen reluctantly. Because that's what giving your word looks like. Even if you don't agree that it was just, you had a plan that was misinterpreted, and Brockvale ruined it, but none of that matters.
She's making sure they both do the same. They are both still in trouble.
Yeah. Brockville has like a famous loyalty
Pride.
to Olwen. No, yes, probably.
Yeah.
It's good. But I think in this case, it's like if Olwen demanded this, he's doing this as a motivation. Like, look at me, Olwen. Look at all the chores I'm doing that are way below my station. Even though that normally bothers me, it doesn't right now.
I want you to be happy with me again.
Yeah. It's like a dog in penance, basically. That's what. Yeah.
So I was like, he has to
What
be like
a-
a kicked puppy in the morning.
What a good little puppy.
And Tonguear, if he's being troublesome, I think Alien is trying to be near him so he doesn't go nuts. And she no longer trusts Brockvale to not hit him.
Right. The kid, he's like, he's just going through the motions, but he is not in a good spot. He is not in a good spot with this. And, all right. So, I'm going to give you, for that pass on honor, give you these. Do you have a low energetic? What's your energetic score?
15.
Okay, no, you don't. I will, just on this rare occasion, because you've been busy, I'll give you a tick on energetic. I'll give all three of you a tick on it, actually. Because honestly, you guys have had a busy couple of weeks.
Ugh.
Like, it's only been a month, not even, like, since Beatrice's wild goose chase that you went on, so the wedding quest. So, all right. So, as we move towards round 2, I need a general awareness test from the three of you.
Awareness. Success.
I crit.
What's up?
We are killing it with that awareness check.
We are eagle-eyed fairies.
Jeez. That I get why you continued that. I really do, but Also, man, that's a blast from the past. So we're gonna say that Elian, you were out tending to. You know what? I'm gonna see if I'm just gonna test it. I'm gonna test it. Oh yeah. So at this point,
Man.
our local drunk is looking like he needs to maybe let some of it out.
Dip.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And so you
Boy.
start escorting him like away from the crowd, so it's not a scene. It's outside, right? So it's not the worst thing in the world.
I'd like to make Tunger do it.
Yeah. So Tunger, but you're still monitoring him, right? So
I'm still monitoring him.
Yeah.
So you're making the boy
This
escort
boy
him
is
up.
already so bad at diplomacy.
You aren't there. You can't speak.
I know. That's why there's no accent. This is my commentary.
Yeah, Rebecca is commenting.
Rebecca has no voice in this one. So as you look out with that critical awareness that you got, you notice, like, as you guys hit like the outskirts of town, you see an envoy coming this way. They have a lot of banners and a lot of horses. They ride slow. Banners of peace. I need you to make a heraldry roll +5.
Oh, the music's changing.
Oh, I thought that was my headset. I was like, oh no.
Nope. Your headset's working. You're good.
It's just Ellie making this roll, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
For now.
Yeah.
The crit just gets an early jump on this. Did you roll yet? Or did you freeze? Did she freeze?
Oh no.
Oh no,
Right.
did
Maybe
they freeze?
Maybe that's a cliffhanger.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That is the perfect freeze.
No, Nicole.
No, it's not perfect.
Well, it's
It's
like
so-
out of all the ways people freeze.
Yeah, that is.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
I
Nicole
got
bot.
excited for a
Ah,
second.
we both were. You told us you were doing it. We were both just like,
Yeah.
buddy.
Still here to disappoint. Okay, so really bad
Uh-oh.
timing to leave. We're back. I'm going to quickly roll on behalf of Nicole here, and let's see what she finds.
Man, that was only round one of the piece too.
Yeah, we have it. Oh, God.
Okay.
Get it,
Damn.
Nicole.
So, for Beatrice and Olwen who hear this, you hear Elian yell out loud, Cornwall is here.
Cornwall.
And with that,
Oh,
Ah,
we haven't pulled back.
hey.
It did it.
Yeah,
What's up?
I had to reboot the modem.
It's okay.
So
It's okay.
It worked.
it's all right. So, maybe we'll step back. Elian, you recognize I rolled for you. You critted.
lovely.
Uh,
Glad you rolled instead.
right, rather than the fumble. No. So that is a base. That's 11 glory for the purposes. Olwen, not 16.
Yeah. I got it.
And Elliot, you see the banners of Cornwall. And there's got to be 3 or 4 Conroys with
Hang on.
knights.
I left when my internet went out. It was when I was taking Menudo's
Yeah.
So
tongue wear.
as you were taking Menudos to the edge of town, you look out with that critical awareness to see a number of horses and an envoy, a somewhat large one, as they're kind of cresting into view now, so you can't see fully behind them. But you see banners. You recognize, which should have been heraldry now that I think about it, but that's okay. Actually, with a critical recognize, I can go even further. You not only know this is Cornwall, you know this is the envoy of Prince Mark of Cornwall. And so what do you want to do with that? Because other people are... I mean, technically your right would be to decree that if you're the first to spy it. And you're in a position to... Do you want to shout that back to anyone? Give them warning? Do you want to run back? What do you want to do with that?
I'm going to make Tangier run back to announce it.
Okay.
And I will deal with them up front, I guess.
You're gonna send him back?
Yeah, I'm going to send him back to the feast to tell everyone. Tell Dogged.
You see like a wicked grin on his face. He looks to you, Alien, and says, I hope they're here to burn everything.
You want them to burn your home?
It's no longer my home. It's a folly of a place. It's
Your
corrupted.
family, everything.
And that he runs off.
She got his size, then sends Menodos as well. Shouldn't trust the kid.
Ooh. Yeah, he's giving it right now.
Like Minota.
Yeah. Okay. And we will leave off there and pick up with the arrival of Prince Mark in Cornwall. Your best friends to the south.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is gonna go
exciting.
so great.
We usually get married, so
I mean,
that was
we
accomplished.
accomplished the task.
The main task tonight. We accomplished
Oh
that.
my god.
It's like, what was my toughest day? Well, one of them was my wedding day. I know that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's do some quick outros, folks. It is 10:30.
Oof. Oh.
Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I played Lady Olwyn, and it was a good time. I got to officiate my best friend's wedding, and get mad at my knights, and we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. But yes, it's always so much fun to have everyone hang out with us. Please, if you want to follow us, join our Discord, or if you are interested in any of our games that we've played previously, if you want to see more of Prince Mark, he may be in other series that we also run. Yeah, and Bob will tell you all about those cool shows with super cool casts. When it's his turn. For now, it's Emily's turn.
Emily.
Hi. Oh god. Hi, I'm Emily. I played Betrys. She's married. We got that far. Little worried that wouldn't happen, Nicole. Yeah, that was so much fun and so stressful, and I will not find a moment funnier than Rockvale slapping a random 16-year-old with no warning. I had to mute myself to recover. It was one of the most beautiful out of the blue moments, and I loved it.
So hard not to laugh.
It was so good. I like him so much more now.
I knew I'd get you on my side.
I like him because he slapped the person that tried to murder her future husband.
That's true.
Nicole.
I'm Nicole. I played Sir Elian, and Elian's in trouble in more than ways than one right now.
That's a fair criticism.
statement.
Yeah, fair statement. Awesome. Okay, so we play Summerland Enchantment most Tuesdays, and we play 2 sibling games. One set in what is modern day Wales on Fridays, following King Ninteliad, who Elian used to be friends with long ago. And then the other one is Sunday, Salisbury Anarchy, which is the county just to the east of Summerland. So lots of intersection there, and we'll probably see a hell of a lot more of it as we move into Anarchy proper. Yeah, so that's all I have for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead. I got 9 folks, so let's see if there's anyone around to raid. We can continue through.
Thanks for coming to the wedding, y'all.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Love wins. Love is real.
All those things. One sec. Let's see if I can see who's online here in a way that's not disruptive. Let's check. None of my Thick Cuts. I like that person. Thick Cuts is good stuff. Let's go ahead and raid Thick Cuts.
Raid.
Yeah. The heck, they're probably gonna end right as we go, but wow.
Yeah.
Apparently I can't spell. Okay, here we go. And we're leaving in just a few seconds. It's not giving me a countdown like it normally does.
We've got a countdown.
All right, here we go.
It's-
Here we go.
Yeah.
And here we go. All right, see you
Here
next
we
time.
go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care.
Cheers, everyone.
When it comes